Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to take a look at 4 different versions of the Thing from Fantastic Four to determine which one's going to be on my shelf. The other 3 will end up in my box. So we're going to start off with this one here. And this one's instantly out of the running because it's the movie version. I'm not going to say anything bad about the movie right now because that's a topic for a completely different day. But I honestly feel that this look fails to capture the Thing. That's my biggest problem. And that's nothing against the toy. That's against the company that I think Fox that made the Fantastic Four movie. It just doesn't convey very well here. I don't see it. I don't see the classic Thing look here. But anyway, to look at the figure, we've got head, goes side to side, up and down. So it's on like maybe a ball joint or a swivel up there, but it's also got a hinge going up and down. Not terrible. Get you everything you need. Shoulders, ratcheted, springy ratchets. And there's actually a button on the back here where he does like this little fist pound. So yeah, this is something awesome here. I hate those kind of gimmicks. I think they ruin the figures. Otherwise, I mean, if it wasn't for that, I think this would be a very good figure, even if I don't like the movie characterization of the Thing. So he's got the arms that go up and down, swivel in and out, bicep swivel. Same on everything is the same on the other side. He's got an elbow bend, hypothetically. There we go. It's on you can hear the ratchet there. Wrist can swivel in and out a little bit. No finger articulation. Waist. He's got like kind of a rocker here in his ab crunch kind of thing going on. Waist swivel. Hips go up about that far. They go back. Out. He's got a pretty good posability there. He's got the thigh swivel. Double bend elbow or knee. And the foot goes up and down. And there is an ankle rocker. So all in all, I like I said, I mean, it looks good. It looks like a good representation of the character from the movie. But my thoughts on the movie aside, it looks good. But it's not that comic book character that I really want to show off on my shelf. And like I said, I have all these Marvel Legends figures, so I can be a little picky. But here's his scale next to Spider-Man. Who is having a hard time standing. This Spider-Man may not end up being my scale comparison for very long. And here he is with the Hulk. So I think this is about the right size for Thing. I think that works. He's always been smaller than the Hulk, but he's one of the few people that can actually go toe to toe to him. Not win, but go toe to toe with him for a while. All right, getting those 2 out of the way. So all in all, I'm going to give him a because of this Thing, I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. I think that really kills the figure. It just makes him... It's just a pointless gimmick. I hate gimmicks. You guys know me. I don't like gimmicks. So, 5 out of 10. Alright, next one we're going to look at... we got Orange Thing. I'm not sure where this is from. I'm not sure if maybe it's an ultimate version or maybe an animated version that I never saw. But it looks good. I like the way this thing looks. It's definitely more that rock monster vibe that we got. He's thick, he's bulky. He looks good. I like it. It's not quite that comic booky thing that I imagine when I think of the thing, but like I said, it's still pretty good. Posability, his head goes left and right, and that's it. There's no, well, there is, there is an up and a down. Yeah, okay, so I guess that works. That's different. So you get the up, there's side to side, and the down. So yeah, I guess that works just fine. Shoulders are on ratchets going all the way up and around. Rotates all the way up. Bicep swivel. Bends at the elbow. Wrist goes in and out like that. The fingers, each one has one point of articulation, so that's pretty cool. Waist swivel, no ab crunches or anything. Hips go in and out, and they kind of go up, but it's one of those weird wonky joints. If you are familiar with Marvel Legends, you know what I'm talking about. Some of their hip joints are less than appealing. So he's got the thigh swivel, bends at the knee, gets about that much. Rocks in and out, foot goes back and forward, and the toes do hinge. But yeah, all in all, I like him. Let's get the other guys out. There he is with Spider-Man and the Hulk. Now, for this one, I have to say, I think he's just a little too small, height-wise. He should be bigger than Spider-Man. I like that size on the first one. I think coming up to about here is just about right. But all in all, I do like the way he looks. The hips are a little, and that head joint is weird. But all in all, it's a pretty decent thing. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I think he's pretty cool. If you like the way this looks, then this might be the thing for you. If not, there could be some other options out there. So we're going to move on to that other option. All right. This is I know this is Marvel Legends in one of their first waves. And this thing is what I imagine from the comic books. This is the comic book thing come to life. This is it. This is our thing. I really wish they could just put this in the movie. Don't see why this is so hard. Instead, the new one, they've decided to go giant rock monster vibe. But, I mean, yeah, he's a rock monster, but, I mean, seriously, come on. Would that be that hard to do? Anyway. I'm not a fan of the Fantastic Four, but I love the Thing. I've got quite a few of his, because a long time ago he used to have his own series. It was like Thing, it was originally Marvel Team Up, and it was like Thing team Up, or vice versa, where he would just go around and team up with everybody. Spend a comic in issue 2 teaming up with so-and-so, and then they would go on an adventure, and then they'd do it again and again and again. And it was pretty cool. I liked it. Anyway, head is on a ball joint. You got the up and down, left, right, all the way around. Really great range of motion. I love the head sculpt on this. I mean, that is the thing. I mean, that's the thing. Hips or shoulders have got the weird in and out thing to give them a little bit more posability. Breaks up the aesthetics back here, but it breaks up the aesthetics up here. So I don't know why they felt the need to do that. Shoulders go up and down. You get the in and out. Bends at the elbow. No bicep swivel. That's unfortunate. Dog's drinking some water in the background. Wrist swivels. And the wrist, the fingers are on those rubbery bendy things. So you can pose them however you would like. And you can see like the rubber on this is a little old, so it's kind of starting to split. But you can get different poses with his fingers. So they are as close as you're going to ever get to fully articulated fingers in a figure. Without doing the full pins and making it look weird. But this looks almost natural. He's got crazy ab crunch going on here. It rotates, it slides side to side, back and forth. It's a really good waist or ab crunch. Waist rotates all the way around. Hips move up and down. No in and out. Again, that's just really weird choices on some of this guy's posability. Thigh does swivel. His knee bends just a little bit. His foot rotates a little bit here, side to side here, and the toes pivot. And easily this guy is the best one that we've looked at so far. I love this guy. The posability, he's got extra posability where he shouldn't have it, and he's lost posability that he should have. But size comparison, here he is with Hulk, and here he is with Spider-Man. So I think this is just about a perfect scale for him. He's still bulky enough to convey that he's bigger than the average person, but he's not bigger than the Hulk. So I think that's just about perfect. Posability, though, like I said, it's a little weird. So all in all, I'm going to give him a 8 out of 10. I think with a little bit more posability, he would have been perfect. But as of right now, he's going to be on the shelf. We got one more thing to look at, and then we'll make our final decision. So the last one is this one. So this one's kind of like a classics thing, more of like maybe a little bit of a modern take on him. Again, I'm not sure where this one comes from. I don't think there's any, there's no like dates or stamps on him that I see, which is really weird. Usually it's like on the inside of the thigh or bottom of the feet, but I don't see anything. Oh well. So posability on this one, we've got the head kind of goes up and down, left and right. It's got a pretty good head sculpt. You take a quick glance at this and that's the thing. He's got some pretty good detail in the mouth. So yeah, pretty good there. Shoulders go up and down, in and out. Bicep swivel. Bends at the elbow. Like that. Wrist. He's got a pretty good bend on the wrist. Each one of the fingers are articulated, so he can easily make the fist look. He's got same kind of ab crunch as the last one. So you got the side to side. He doesn't go back and forth too much or rotate. He just has the side to side. Okay, so not quite the same. Waist swivel. He's got the legs that go up and down, in and out. Pretty good range of motion there. Thigh swivel. Double bend knee. Foot rocks up and down, side to side, and the toes pivot. Let's get the other figures in to do scale comparison here. There's the Thing, or the Hulk, not the Thing. This is the Thing, that's the Hulk, and Spider-Man. So he's a little short for my perfect idea of scale here, but it's not that bad. Not as bad as that other bright orange one who was just a little bit taller than Spider-Man. You know, he's still about a full head taller, so that's still works. So yeah, there's that. Let me get the other thing here, the last one we looked at. So I really do like him. He's just not my thing. It's not my thing. Ha 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 ha. I'm so funny. Ha ha ha. Anyway, so ultimately what this will boil down to is which thing do you like better? Because I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 as well. Because the posability's there. I'm just not as enthused with him because he doesn't look like him. You know, this is the Thing I grew up with. This is not. I'm not trying to take anything away from him. And maybe I would give him a better score if that was the Thing I grew up with, but it's not. So ultimately, it depends. You know, if you're okay with this thing over this thing, then pick him because he's got better posability. If you are like me, then this one. If posability has to be a thing, then then there's him. If you're okay with him, yeah. My hypothesis here on Thing not being super posable is the fact that he's a rock monster. He wouldn't be that posable. He just has to have enough momentum to punch things, which, he can easily punch things, and that looks pretty convincing to punch things. So, I think this is definitely going to be the one on my shelf. I really like him. I'm actually loving this figure. Love the ink wash, the sculpt detail, the face sculpt. I mean, if this head was on this body and maybe the rocks were more this color, then I'd pick him all day. But I don't know. I really like this one. It feels more like Thing to me. So there you go. There's the things. So it's up to you which one you pick. But I'm going towards this one. I think he's pretty awesome. So maybe we'll get another one that looks like this down the line, but I doubt it. I think this is it for this particular looking thing. So yeah, there you go. Marvel Legends Things.